From the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.
The Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources is on a mission to mitigate the hardships of fisherfolk in Scarborough Shoal, whose livelihood has been greatly and adversely affected by the intrusion of the Chinese Navy, Coast Guard, and the People's Liberation Army water vessels. These humanitarian aid missions have been met with harassment and perilous maneuvers on the open ocean, the latest of which our Rod Lagusad takes on in this report live.
William, after nearly a full day of shadowing and executing dangerous maneuver, China Coast Guard used a water cannon as the ship of the BFAR we are in tries to go near Bajo de Masinloc or Panatag Shoal. At around past 6 in the evening, as the ship of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, BRP Dato Bangkaya, tried to go near Bajo de Masinloc, China Coast Guard vessel 3502 used its water cannon seemingly as a warning to the Philippine ship. According to BFAR, the nearest distance the said ship reached was around 14 nautical miles. This came after nearly a full day of shadowing and executing dangerous maneuvers by CCG vessels as BFAR conducted both maritime patrol and resupply mission. Aside from the Chinese Coast Guard, a PLA Navy warship also shadowed the BFAR ship and carried out dangerous maneuvers in the morning, while a Chinese maritime militia vessel conducted shadowing in the afternoon. For its resupply mission, BFAR personnel distributed diesel, water, and groceries to Filipino fishermen fishing in the vicinity of Bajo de Masinloc. As BFAR conducted the activity, the China Coast Guard could be seen near the BFAR ship. According to the Philippine Coast Guard, the activity is in support of the Bagong Pilipinas vision for food security and national development. Overall, BFAR deployed 4 vessels: BRP Dato Damblot, BRP Dato Taradapit, BRP Dato Bangkaya, and BRP Dato Daya, along with the personnel from the Philippine Coast Guard to Bajo de Masinloc this morning. PCG also reported that a water cannon attack briefly struck BRP Dato Taradapit, while BRP Dato Tamblot was targeted by a water cannon, but attack missed its mark. For the Filipino fishermen we were able to talk to, this government intervention is a big help to their plight. But with the continued presence of China in the area, their situation is very different compared to before, when they could freshly or freely fish at Bajo de Masinloc, as their catch has become much less. The fishermen also shared that the diesel they got will be very useful, as it will cut their spending. Some will use this for their extended stay here in the West Philippine Sea, while others will use it for the next fishing schedule. William, overall, PCG reported BFAR was able to distribute fuel subsidies to over 20 Filipino fishing boats. And also, PCG added that around 6 China Coast Guard vessels, 2 PLA Navy warships, including a helicopter, and multiple Chinese maritime militias were monitored. But BFAR vessels were able to successfully conduct its resupply mission for the Filipino fishermen. And that's the latest update here in the West Philippine Sea. William?
Yes, many thanks, Rod Lagusad, reporting live from the West Philippine Sea.
Meanwhile, sugar prices hit a 4-year